Starting the finals with women's category to 56 kilograms. In red, representing Romania, Corinel Daniela. In blue, representing Russia, Valova Anastasia.
Little blocks of 9 finals. Coming in first, it will be the women's 56 kilogram championship. In red is Daniela Puranoianu of Romania. In blue will be Anastasia Valova from Russia. It's been a great championship so far with a lot of great finals, and let's see how this starts off. The young ladies come out into the middle, both aggressively working for grips. Puranianu, and I apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong, immediately goes for a sacrifice or drop armbar. Effectively defended by Valova. And athletes back in the middle here. Puranianu is, looks like working for a little bit of an ankle pick there. Maybe to drive Valova to the mat and work on a submission. Now Valova into a high single leg, drives Puranianu to the mat. Out of bounds and they're back to the middle. So starting to get a little more offensive here. A little bit of a feeling out for less than a minute, and now the young ladies look like they're working at it. There's Valova back in for the single, also combining it with an inside trip. Did not get the takedown so far. A very good defense there of not getting rolled over by Puranianu by grabbing that foot, not allowing the rotation on the mat. And with our grips here, couple foot checks more to disturb. In for an outside leg trip, transferred right into a double leg takedown for Valova. Working to try and get toward the top while Puranianu tries to defend that by going to an arm bar attempt. No points given still, even with a couple of these kind of close takedown calls. So 0-0 still. Looks very evenly matched up to this point. In for a high crotch single is Valova. Down to the mat went Puranianu, who immediately transferred toward a leg lock. Could have probably gone either way with that if it worked. And Vlhova did get 1 point for that takedown. So it's 1-0. Okay, the young ladies here both have a grip. The movement being led by Vlhova, some little foot sweep attempts. And Purinianu rolling again for the leg, where she could probably go for either knee bar and or ankle/Achilles lock. And you saw Vlhova stay to her feet, lift her hands, which in sports sambo will stop the leg lock by the referee. Back into the grips near the edge of the mat. Vlhova works toward the center. Purinianu kind of bailed out of that, maybe feeling the pressure of the gripping of Vlhova. Got outside the mat area, the play area, and brought back to the middle. Still 1-0, Vlhova over Purinianu. Again on the edge of the mat space, the play space. And then a nice body drop of Vlhova. Right to the transition, right from her takedown to the hold down to the submission. Very nice transition and very quick. So Anastasia Vlhova from Russia is the new 2020 world champion for the women's 56 kilogram division. Excellent fight too by Daniela Purinianu of Romania. Several attempts at submissions by her. The bronze medalist in the division is Christina Bondar and Samantha Lelkakwen, and that is from Ukraine and France. Another bronze medal for France. France up to probably around 10 to 15 medals in this world championship. Very nice. So our next final is the men's 62 kilogram sports sambo. Alexander Mates from Russia in red. Davletjan Kamroev from Uzbekistan in blue. The Russian team sounds like they're in a very strong support here from Mates. 62 kilos, we should see some good speed and strength mixed in with technique. Both working for grips here strongly. Very low postures. A lot of sleeve control here. Double sleeve grip for Mates. Kamroev goes over the top with a collar and sleeve. A lot of movement, not yet at a takedown attempt, but definitely using their grips and body movement to try and get a good position off balance their opponent. Little snap down there by Kamroev. Did almost got a little bit of a turn there, Matthias, into an inner thigh throw attempt. Defended well by Matthias, and now into the mat work. Right now, Kamroev is working to the top position, but Matthias working right into an arm bar. A lot of scramble there, a lot of movement. The referee has him back in the middle of the mat. Lapel and sleeve. Nice. Matthias Kamroev right into a attempted sleeve shoulder throw. Drop shoulder throw. counter by Komarev, who then tried to do a little dive turn off of the mat. Right now you have a scramble, Mateus on the bottom, Komarev on top. Referee bringing them back to their feet. Nobody really did had a distinct advantage at that point. Working in here. Komarev kind of forced to the ground after faking going for a drop shoulder throw. Referee bringing them both back up. No advantages for either. It's 0-0, 0-0. Nice grip fighting here. Trying to get advantage, both defending and trying to apply their own grips. Mateus pulls Komarev on top of him. Komarev defends an arm lock attempt by Mateus by lifting him. Again, in an arm lock situation, if you lift the opponent off the ground like that, the referee will automatically stop it. Mateus got one passivity against him. Still no points on there. And we're in a similar position. Mateus on the ground, on his back, Komarev on top. Referee bringing him back to the feet. Again, no real distinct advantages being gained by either athlete, so the referee bringing them up to keep the action going. We have no score so far. We do have one passivity call against Mateus from Russia. Oh, very nice. So it looked like Mateus may have had a takedown there on a nice sweep or slash trip reaping takedown from the outside. And no points given. Referee bringing both athletes back to their feet. Mateus faking an inside sweep. Now working toward the edge of the mat against Komarev. Out of bounds, Komarev went before turning Mateus around. And the referee bringing him back to the middle to get him started. We have a back rip here by Mateus. And to counter that, Komarev dropped to his knees. And we're in that similar position we've seen several times. Mateus on his back, Komarev on top, but no advantage or hold down being obtained. No submission either by either athlete. Referee keeping them moving. Let's see what we have here. Okay, the referee going to have a medical timeout. With the COVID and this pandemic, the officials here in FIAS are making sure there's no body fluid transmission as best as they can. Safety of the athletes and everyone involved is at the utmost importance. Back at it and grips up. One hand on by Mateus, two hands by Komarev, who attempted a drop shoulder throw, countered by Mateus. We actually have a little reverse here, Komarev on his back and Mateus on top. No real distinct advantage at this point for either. And the referee is bringing them back to their feet. 44 seconds left and still 0-0, though Mateus does have one passivity against him. Very hard-fought match. Komroev went for a shoulder throw, lost his grip. The referee bringing him back to the middle. 20-some seconds left here. And Matisse needs to get something. That's the second time an attempted shoulder throw from Komroev where he lost his grips. Matisse battling in, but less than 10 seconds. He needs something fast. I don't think at this point we'll see a penalty. I would be surprised. Matisse in, and back sacrifice throw attempt. Very nice attempt in the last second by Matisse to try and get a takedown, but Komroev defended it well. Nice body awareness in there, turned around and landed on his feet, basically. And so Alexander Matisse from Russia is the men's 62-kilogram world champion here in Novi Sad, Serbia. Excellent fight, or I'm sorry, Davletjan Komroev is, I apologize, from Uzbekistan, is the 62-kilogram world champion. Excellent match by Alexander Matisse from Russia. The bronze medalists in this division were Kushkadam Kushrovov from Tajikistan, and from Belarus, Ivan Anaskevich. They took bronze medals in this division. I'd like to thank Rosneft Oil as a general partner of this 2020 World Sambo Championship here in Novi Sad, Serbia. Without the support of sponsors, this event surely would be much harder to accomplish, especially in these trying times.
Representing Russia, Lamanov Vladimir. In blue, representing Kazakhstan, Kuangalia Yerkebulan.
So here we are for the 52-kilogram Combat Sambo Men's Championship. Vladimir Lamanov of Russia in red, and from Kazakhstan, Yerkebulan Kwangelayev. From Kazakhstan, I believe I said. Again, here you notice the athletes have to wear headgear. They wear gloves, they wear shin pads, mouthpiece, and groin protectors to protect them from injury. They can use striking. A little bit of feeling out here by both these athletes. A couple jabs, test range and get reaction. Circling, a nice counter hook there by Lamanov from Russia. Around that right hand of Kwangelayev. Kwangelayev in for a grip. Lamanov onto a back and sleeve. And out of bounds on that takedown attempt. So referee bringing him back to the center of the mat. No points scored. Nice jab there by Kwangelayev. A little more steam on that one, maybe to get the attention of Lamanov. Lamanov returns the favor. In for his grip. A headbutt to gain a little bit of leverage and position. And very nice. Kwangelayev kept the grips back into a back rolling sacrifice throw for 4 points. Lamanov on top of Kwangelayev, transferring into a potential triangle choke here. I had a little bit of my view blocked by the tables, and Kwangalaev was in a position where he could have done either going for an armbar or a triangle choke, but they went out of bounds and now brought back into the middle of the mat. Nice activity here. Nice transitions from striking to grappling, stand up to the ground. Here we have the double grips, double sleeves for both these athletes. A dropped attempt shoulder throw into an inside trip by Lamanov to the mat. Kwangalaev immediately transitioning to attempt an armbar. Now Lamanov in what many call the guard of Kwangalaev, trying to work up to possibly get a hold down. Unable to get chest to chest. So still 4-0, 4-0 Kwangalaev from Kazakhstan over Lamanov from Russia. Lamanov also suffers from one passivity. Little jab there, a little feeling out. Kwangalaev looking, looks like he's looking for that reaction to his punches to get his grips in, which is good strategy in a sport like combat sambo, where still, even though you have striking, the takedown is key for points. It's the big way to gain the advantage. More jabs, some circling, and that. There you go. Nice. So you saw the jab used to get a distraction off of the sleeve. Kwangalaev went for the sleeve. Didn't react fast enough with his takedown attempt, and Lamanov gave him a headbutt, dropping him to his butt. Again, the headbutt with the headgear, mind you, is legal in combat sambo. And the headbutt definitely removed that grip. A little bit of a stun and a count, so that's 6 points, 2 for the falling to the butt / takedown, and 4 for being counted for safety. Kind of a agreement there to go to the mat. We have Kwangalaev again back in the triangle, as Lamanov was in what many call the guard. And Lamanov was smart to get him out of bounds. Because he drug him out of bounds to avoid that submission attempt, he got another passivity call. That's 2, giving another point to Kwangalaev. So 6-5. Action-packed match here, going at all different ranges. Double sleeve shoulder throw, drop shoulder throw attempt by Lamanov. Kwangalaev into a little drop sweep, counter or defended well by Lamanov, but now they're back to that guard type position. No advantage gain there, and the referee bringing them back to the feet. 6-5, Lamanov over Kwangalaev. 2 penalties, passivity calls against Lamanov, though. He doesn't want to get another one of those. He does a dive double attempt. Effective sprawl counter by Kwangalaev. No advantage given, and the referee's bringing them back to their feet. Referee trying to keep this action going. Back into the sleeve, double sleeves. Both trying to force that top hand over onto the back by Kwangalaev, who drops, looked like he was trying to drop into an armbar. Lamanov spinning toward the head to counter that. Now Kwangalaev on his back, Lamanov on top. Maybe trying to shift toward a knee bar. We'll see. Up from there to an armbar. Very nice. A lot of activity and action there. Vladimir Lamanov from the Soviet Union, or I'm sorry, from Russia. Had a little discussion about countries of the Soviet Union earlier today. It must be in my head. And Russia, of course, being one of them. So Vladimir Lamanov from Russia is the 52-kilogram combat sambo men's champion. Excellent work by him. Yerkabulin Kwangalayev from Kazakhstan is the silver medalist. Also excellent work from him. That was a great final. A lot of action at every range. The bronze medals in that division earlier today were earned by Aaron and Iris from Spain. Nice to see Spain in there with a medal at the World Championship. Another country that's not from the old guard, as I would call it. Uzbekistan as well has a bronze medal. Dilshad Gadayev. Excellent work on those guys earning their medals. There will be a slight little break here in the commentating as the athletes in those three finals receive their medals, and then we'll be back with three more finals. It should be noted that these athletes are also battling through the trials and tribulations of this pandemic, finding unique ways to train, stay conditioned, keep their skills up. And to get some reward after all that, as many of the competitions have been canceled this year. Fortunately, FIAS was able to get together with the Serbian Sambo Federation and put together the once canceled World Championship and have it here in Novi Sad with the sponsors, in particular the general partner Rosneft Oil. And we'll take a little break here.
Vice President of the International Sambo Federation, and Mr. Ali Sharalimov, President of the Sambo Federation of Uzbekistan. Bronze medal goes to Bondar Kristina from Ukraine. Bronze medal also goes to Lukugen Samantha from France. Silver medal goes to Poroineau Daniela from Romania. And the gold medal goes to Valova Anastasia from Russia. Now please stand up for the national anthem of Russia. Latiskevich Ivan from Belarus. Silver medal goes to Matais Alexander from Russia. And the gold medal goes to Hamroev Gavaljon from Uzbekistan. Now please stand up for the national anthem of Uzbekistan. Bronze medal goes to Gadoev Dilshod from Uzbekistan. Bronze medal also goes to Aneira Saran from Spain. Silver medal goes to Kongalia Yerkebulan from Kazakhstan. And the gold medal goes to Lamanov Vladimir from Russia. Now please stand up for the national anthem of Russia. category to 68 kilograms. In red, representing Belarus, Barkova Nastasia. In blue, representing Romania, Malejka Volova. Crvena kurtka predstavlja Belorusiju, Barkova Nastasia. Plava kurtka predstavlja...
So here we are, back up with the next three finals, the women's 68 kilogram final. In red is Nastasia Skvartsova, of Belarus. And in blue is Volha Malejka from Romania. And this is women's sport sambo, 68 kilograms. Right into the grips with both of them. Wasn't too much grip fighting there. Skvartsova went to her knees, I guess trying to pull Malejka down and into no advantages. Referee bringing them both back to the feet. Skvartsova on the mat, on the ground, and it looks like Malejka was trying to transition. Malejka was trying to transition to a leg lock. The referee didn't see the advantage, bringing them both back to their feet. Another battle here. Nice back grip by Malejka, or by Skvartsova, I mean. Tried to do a hip throw. Defended well by Malejka. And both athletes to the mat. No advantage was gained and are brought back to the middle again. Not a ton of mat work when these young ladies have hit the mat so far. Back down in the mat, Skvartsova, or Malejka, I'm sorry. Circling Skvartsova's back. Actually did look like she was about to try and work in for an arm bar. Not a lot of time given on that attempt. Some referees like the groundwork a little more than others. A couple inner thigh attempted throws by Skvartsova, and ended up prone on her back. Defended well by Malejka, and now a passivity call caught on Skvartsova from Belarus. Still 0-0, 0-0. Skvartsova going over the collar again, dropping to her back. No real attack there, and now Malejka mounted onto her back. And the referee bringing them back to their feet. Not a lot of mat time being given here. A single hand grip there. And both broke the grips. Working in, now they both have grips. Skvartsova trying to turn into look like an inner thigh throw. Defended well by Malejka. They're both to the mat now. There is an arm being pulled in by Skvartsova. No real advantage given, but again, the whistle pretty fast. Back to their feet again. Very nice. Malejka inside knee grab, drove Skvartsova over that grab to her side and got 1 point. It went out of bounds, which is why the action was stopped, brought back to the middle. So it's 1-0 now. Malejka from Romania over Skvartsova from Belarus. Skvartsova also has one passivity penalty She has a couple hurdles here. 2 minutes to go. Skvartsova turned in for inner thigh throw, but went to the ground, and Maleka right to the armbar. She's on it. Let's see what happens here. Trying to get that extension. Not trying to keep that elbow from sliding below her hips. And Skvartsova did a good job getting that elbow back. You saw that fist out there indicating a time clock to get the submission. It doesn't have to go the full minute if the referee thinks the athletes are stalemate. A single leg grab attempt by Skvartsova, easily blocked, defended by Maleka, who now is using the arm to try and get a turn, maybe for a hold down, possibly for an arm lock. Look more to get that turn. Referee bringing them back to their feet. Less than a minute. Skvartsova has to overcome that 1 point deficit. Still has that passivity penalty. Maleka looks like she kind of lost her balance there, avoiding the takedown. They both end up on the ground. No points for any takedowns. Skvartsova is in the turtle. Maleka has a lock on the arm through her legs. Attempting to roll over, maybe to get an arm lock, which she did. Some people call an Americana or a Kimura rolling. Very nice.
And the winner,
seeing that in many sports in the world, and the Sambo has it as well.
Representing Romania, Maleka Goljan.
So the 2020 world champion in 68 kilogram women's division is Volha Maleka of Romania. Silver medal goes to Nastasia Skvartsova of Belarus.
General partner of the tournament, Rosneft Oil Company.
Earlier, Katerina Moskalova from Ukraine and Anastasia Filipovich from Russia both got bronze medals in this division. Again, without the sponsors of this event possibly would never happen. Rosneft Oil is the general partner of this event, the biggest sponsor. Again, given these athletes who've also had to battle all the trials and tribulations of the pandemic to get a chance to compete this year for a world championship.
And we continue the finals with men's category to 82 kilograms.
So now we have the men's 82 kilogram sports sambo world championship. Dmitro Stetsenko of Ukraine will be in red. Sambo Kazarian of Russia will be in blue. So Stetsenko and Kazarian. Stetsenko in red, Kazarian in blue. Russia versus Ukraine. Or Ukraine versus Russia, if you want to keep it in order. Athletes out. Stetsenko definitely has a reach and height on Kazarian, but from what I've seen earlier today, Kazarian likes to go low and underneath his opponent anyway. Drop, attempted a drop body drop by Stetsenko, defended well by Kazarian. Big tall guy trying to go underneath, interesting. Into the grips here. Both of them have two hands on. Again, Stetsenko rolling under for a back sacrifice, possibly to try and get into a leg lock or arm lock position. Look more leg lockish there. Interesting to see the tall, long guy seems to be more inclined to want mat work instead of working the takedowns. Strong back grip, what you expect by a taller man, Stetsenko and Kazarian. No real attack there. And out of bounds went Stetsenko too, so he is now getting penalized with a passivity call. Still 0-0, 0-0, but Stetsenko now has one passivity penalty against him. Kazarian a quick drive in on a single leg grab. Defended well by Stetsenko. And both athletes kind of stopped the attack on their own. Referee bringing them in the middle. Stetsenko in for the nice outside leg hooking throw. Taking Kazarian down. And 1 point awarded. Not a big throw, but in this level of competition where these athletes are often evenly matched, 1 point's a big thing. Stetsenko again into a back rolling sacrifice throw attempt. Defended well by Kazarian. Athletes went out of bounds. And they're brought back in. Kazarian a little upset maybe wanting another passivity call and not getting it. Again, kind of faux attacks here, nothing major. Both athletes ended up on their knees and on the ground, but no aggressive action on the ground either. Still 1-0. It's Stetsenko over Kazarian. Stetsenko dives in for an outside leg throw. Stopped by Kazarian into a looked like a version of a banana split type submission. No effect on Kazarian. Referee bringing him back up. Not too much work for any big throws. In for a high single is Kazarian. Very nice. It drove Stetsenko down and got 1 point. Now working through, trying to work on that arm bar. Stetsenko turtled out, now proned out. But Kazarian trying to roll Stetsenko over to his back. Still has the arm. Stetsenko being smart, trying to stop Kazarian from accomplishing that roll. Kazarian still with an arm. Clock ticking here, less than 30 seconds for Kazarian to try and make this submission work. And Stetsenko doing a good job just keeping everything locked in so he doesn't get extended or rolled. Four seconds. He has a minute to try and pull this off. And the referee bringing them back to their feet. When you see that fist extended by the referee, that starts the clock on how long the athlete has with the sleeve color that's being held out to establish either the hold down position or the submission. Kind of neutral grips, and Stetsenko goes to try for a deeper back grip, and Kazarian immediately moves forward to try and get a double leg. Looked like a little bit of a hesitation there, but the referee is giving 4 points for the double leg takedown to Kazarian. And it looks like the referees are going to review this. See what happens. It's good that the referees use this review process. I mean, especially in a world championship, they want to get it right. Action's moving fast. Tough job for a referee to see everything and catch everything with it, especially with all the different angles and views. And so slowing it down for a second to get it right here is the best move. Let's see what happens. And they're leaving the 4 points. So the review validates the call. And it's 5-1. Kazarian over Stetsenko. Long guy, long limbs, Stetsenko, but he plays low. And Kazarian, as I've seen earlier today, likes to play low anyway. So probably not having a problem letting Stetsenko kind of get over him. Passivity penalty given to Kazarian. Now with 20 seconds left, he can afford that to try and keep his lead and not make a mistake. And nice takedown attempt by Stetsenko, but what body control by Kazarian. Mid-air, turning it around and ending up in a hold down position. That may be a highlight reel defense there. The attack definitely by Stetsenko with the outside leg trip. Definitely had Kazarian going over. And Kazarian turned it around, countered it in midair, and landed in a hold down. Very nice. Definitely a highlight for me. Samvel Kazarian from Russia, 82 kilogram sports sambo men's world champion. Dmitro Stetsenko from Ukraine also fought very well against a very high level opponent, getting a silver medal. Earlier, Simify Yamelyanov of Belarus, and from Uzbekistan, Ulugbek Rakhmanov, both got bronze medals. Here we are for the next final, the Combat Sambo men's 68 kilogram final, with Shea Mansur Habibulayev from Russia in red, and from Bulgaria, Emil Nazarov.
Representing Bulgaria, Nazirov Emil.
So it's Russia in red and Bulgaria in blue in this Combat Sambo final. Habibulev and Nazarov. Little inside thigh kick by Habibulev. Some strong hooks and straight rights there by Nazarev, followed by a thigh kick by Habibulev. These guys aren't feeling too much out. There's some power being thrown. Oh, there you go. Very fancy spinning kick by Habibulev. Answer with a big takedown by Habibulev after Nazarev countered, tried to counter. 4 points, 4-0. Inside thigh kick by Nazarev. Big punches after that kick by Khabibulov. Little distance gainer there, shoved by Khabibulov. And passivity call on Nazarov. Khabibulov in the lead. Big hooks being thrown, big power. Not a lot of feeling out with these guys. Now they're gripped up. Drop shoulder throw there by Khabibulov for 2 points. Nazarov does have the back of Khabibulov on the ground, but no advantage given. Khabibulov was smart, tied up the hands of Nazarov so he can get an advantage on his back. 6-0 now. Big right hook did connect by Nazarov. Spinning side kick by Khabibulov, but Nazarov was moving backwards, so it looked prettier than the impact was when the athletes moving back. But big power punches here. Little drop shoulder throw attempt by Nazarov, followed by some knees when it was defended. Khabibulov trying to get hand control, get grips, and nice. Khabibulov spins under Nazarov into a backward sideways rolling sacrifice throw, and he wins with the 8-point differential. In this sport, if you get 8 points between you and your opponent's score, you win. So congratulations for Shea Mansour Khabibulov of Russia. He's the 2020 world champion for combat sambo, men's 68 kilogram. Emil Nazarov had a tough road in this battle from Bulgaria, getting the silver medal, surely hard-earned. The bronze medals earlier today were Andrei Kucherenko and Serhii Kapilou, and that they're from Ukraine and Belarus consecutively. Some big power thrown. We've seen some of these finals where the athletes are using the punches more as distractions, set up. These guys were thrown with some intentions before going into their grappling and takedowns, groundwork. We do have 3 more finals. They will occur after the last 3 finals you observe get their medals. This event, a nice big success. A lot of work, I'm sure, was put in between the Serbian National Federation, the city of Novi Sad, FIAS, all the staff, and support of the sponsors like Rosneft Oil, who's a general partner of this event. Give these athletes a chance to fight, compete, after a year of struggle and turmoil where people were challenged to find a way to train and condition and practice. And so we'll take a slight break here, and we'll come back with the last 3 finals of 2020.
68 kilograms. Competitors, please step up on the podium. They will be awarded by Mr. Roberto Ferrari, Secretary General of the International Sambo Federation, and Mr. Alexander Obrusev, Chairman of the Belarusian Sambo Federation. Bronze medal goes to Filipovic Anastasia from Russia. Bronze medal also goes to Moskalova Katerina from Ukraine. Silver medal goes to Skvartsova Anastasia from Belarus. And the gold medal goes to Malayka Volya from Romania. Now please stand up for the national anthem of Romania. On the podium. Bronze medal goes to Rahmonov Ulubek from Uzbekistan. Bronze medal also goes to Yemelyanov Timofey from Belarus. Silver medal goes to Stetenko Dimitrov from Ukraine. And the gold medal goes to Bazaryan Samvel from Russia. Now please stand up for the national anthem of Russia. We continue the awarding ceremony with combat sambo men's category to 68 kilograms. May the competitors please step up on the podium. Bronze medal goes to Kapilov Sergei from Belarus. silver medal goes to Nezira Demil from Bulgaria. And the gold medal goes to Habibulayev Sheikh Mansour from Russia. Now please stand up for the national anthem of Russia. We continue the finals with women's category 80 plus kilograms in red, representing Ukraine, Kirichenko Vasilina Irina. In blue, representing Russia, Ardoshina Olga. Crvena kurtka predstavlja Ukrajinu, Kirichenko Vasilina.
Okay, we're back here for the final three finals for the 2020 World Sambo or Sambo World Championship here in Novi Sad, Serbia. This first one will be the women's 80 plus kilogram championship between Vasilina Kryshenko from Ukraine and Olga Artushina from Russia. Kryshenko in red and Artushina in blue. Should see some power here and hopefully some speed and skill as well. It's a big, strong inside grip battle. And Artushina from Russia stepped out. No passivity given. The young ladies are back in the center of battle. A drop shoulder throw attempted by Artushina, defended by Kryshenko. She did have to drop to her knees, but didn't get turned. That was nice. Inside crotch lift with a leg trip, attempted by Artushina. Drove on Kryshenko, was not taken down. They did go out of bounds. Let's see what the referee is going to do. No passivity given. These young ladies are back in a tight grip. And oh, nice counter. Kryshenko went for an inner thigh throw, and Artushina countered it with a foot sweep for 4 points. No real mat work done, but a nice takedown, nice counter. Saw that balance was off. Kryshenko didn't fully commit to that inner thigh throw. And when a leg dropped, Artushina immediately hit it with a foot sweep. See if she commits more. And there, Kryshenko worked in for a real nice Artashina, I mean. Worked inside for a real nice inside trip for 4 more points and gets 8. And as I've said earlier, 8-0 or a differential of 8 points is automatic winner. And Olga Artashina is the 2020 80+ kilogram world champion. Vasilina Krashenko from Russia. And Olga is from, Olga's from Russia, from Ukraine. Vasilina Krashenko gets a silver medal. Earlier bronze medals went to Gabriela Gogova and Sydney Tsai from Bulgaria and the Philippines. There's an interesting one. We see the Philippines there with a World Championship bronze medal. Nice to see another region involved in taking a World Championship medal in this 2020 World Championship. It's nice to see as many countries as we do that made this travel in spite of this pandemic.
Continuing with finals in men's category 100+ kilograms. In red, representing
Now we're going to get a match with the
in blue, representing Belarus,
the biggest of athletes. Men's 100+ kilogram sports sambo. In red is Artem Osipenko from Russia, and in blue from Belarus is Dmitry Karklau. These big men working right into the grips. Karklau, little knee grab there. It's Opasenko's grips pretty much controlling the body of Karklau, so the knee tap had no real effect. Toward the edge of the mat, and Osipenko went for a sweeping thigh throw, which was countered or defended well by Karklau. We have a break here for some medical attention. Looks like they're going to tape, do a little bit of tape Osipenko's fingers. Maybe he had an injury earlier today. Interesting to see Osipenko in sports sambo wearing what appears to be a shin guard. And maybe showing another injury. Or is that a wrap? Yep, it's a shin guard of some sort. And we're back at it. Still 0-0, 0-0. Osipenko versus Karklau. Russia versus Belarus. Battling for grips. Sleeve grab and lapel by Osipenko. Karklau really pushing away more than getting the second grip. Over the top with a big back grip and a sleeve. Karklau basically bailed out of it, but to his belly to avoid being in a worse position. But he did give up 2 points to Osipenko, who now leads 2-0, 2-0. Osipenko trying to control on the ground, but Karklau did a good job defending that on the mat. Those 2 points definitely fully a result of just the strong grips that Karklau wanted to bail out of. See what happens here. Back to that sleeve and collar grip by Osipenko and Karklau. Karklau still, or Osipenko still dominant with the grips there. The edge of the mat, Karklau dropped maybe for an attempt at a drop takedown. Just sacrifice, I mean. Osipenko working with a cross grip right now. And he immediately gets that sleeve control. Osipenko making it very tough for Karklau with a very strong sleeve grip that he's gaining with his right hand. See what Karklau is going to do. He still can't. Still has that wrist control, that sleeve controlled. Little snap around by Osipenko, rolled into a hold down. No points for the rollover, but right into the hold down. Very nice transition. You see the extended hand from the referee. Extended hand means they are counting time on the hold down, which gives points. 10 seconds for 2 points, 20 seconds for 4. After 4, the athlete in the hold down has to either transition to a submission or will be brought back to his feet. And that athlete who received those 4 points will be unable to earn points for a hold down on the mat at any later point in this match, and will now need to move for a submission if he wants to remain on the mat. The athletes are now both back on their feet. And again, that strong right hand sleeve grip by Osipenko just shutting down Karklau. Karklau so far has no real answer for that grip. Osipenko working Karklau right to the edge of the mat. Looks like he's going to get another passivity, which is smart tactical work by Osipenko. He's up 6-0 too, so doesn't have to really risk anything. Gets that second penalty. Two penalties on an athlete gives his opponent 1 point. So 7-0 now, 7-0. Osipenko from Russia over Karklau from Belarus. This time Osipenko hasn't gotten a sleeve yet. Osipenko there with that strong sleeve grip again. Karklau did release it this time, but he's down 7-0 with 33 seconds to go. He needs something big right now. And Osipenko's smart. He doesn't have to commit anything. He's way up, and he can even afford to give a couple penalties to stay way up. Karklau now going for the wrist as a sleeve grab, but he's got 9 seconds left. He needs to get that throw. Osipenko just playing defense, and the time runs out. Very tactically smart match by Osipenko. No real big dramatic techniques. If there was something dramatic in there for aficionados of Sambo, it was that grip control he had. Effectively shut down Karklau with the grip. So the 2020 men's 100+ kilogram sport Sambo champion is Artem Osipenko. Very nice display of grip work, especially all around great display of Sambo, but unbelievable grip work. And silver medalist Dmitry Karklau battled as hard as he could. And he gets a silver medal after a hard-fought day. The bronze medalists earlier were Vladimir Gajic from Serbia. Nice to see the home country, the sponsor country, get another medal. And the other bronze medal went to Ili Daniel Nati, and he's from Romania. Romania has a fair amount of medals as well this 2020 World Sambo Championship. Here we are for the final match of 2020 World Sambo Championship. Nice to see France in here again. France a ton of medals this year. And in red we have Sultan Aliyev from Russia. In blue we have Louis Laurent from France. 90-kilogram combat sambo men's championship, and the last fight of this championship, last match. France in blue, Russia in red. Let's see what we get. A little more circling. Big right hand by Aliyev. No true contact. Evaded well by Laurent. Ron using that left hand more as a rage finder or feel. Nice quick single leg snatch by Aliyev. He dropped Laurent to his butt, getting him 1 point. It's showing you can't over focus on those punches and hands. Once you do, the person's dropping levels and going in for that takedown. Laurent hasn't let a big bomb go yet. Using that left hand more as a feeling out mechanism right now. Aliyev another big right, followed by a hook. Aliyev more just stalking, Laurent circling, trying to use a little more angles. Little rush there by Laurent. Went in, kind of stuck his leg in sort of for an inner thigh throw, or maybe going into an inside trip. Didn't really commit, and Aliyev gave a big lift. Laurent was lucky and got his big body, good body motion to defend it and land on his feet. Big right hand there by Aliyev. There a little more power thrown by Laurent, but he was out of range. Aliyev is definitely using more power in his punches, especially with that right hand. Laurent, I think, still trying to figure out his distance. Laurent in for that grip, headbutt to distract him by Aliyev. Laurent was going for an inside thigh throw, didn't get it, and got pressed to the ground by Aliyev. No advantage gained on the mat, and the athletes brought back to the middle of the mat. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left of this 2020 Sambo World Championship as far as mat activity. 1-0 Aliyev over Laurent. Little level change there. See the reaction. Nice hook punch, lead jumping hook punch by Aliyev. Unfortunately, a reaction was Laurent extended his hand and eye poke occurred. Danger of having gloves like this that are used to allow grappling is it's hard to control the finger pokes, and they're non-intentional. Aliyev really good at getting you focused on his hands and then quickly changing levels to the legs. Still 1-0, a little bit of circling. There you go, nice fake or right hand by Aliyev. Went in for a big double leg snatch. Laurent didn't get taken down, but he ran out of bounds, which got him penalized with a passivity. And there, right under Laurent's punch, Aliyev drops levels, gets on that single and transfers to the double, and gets a 1-point takedown. It's now up 2-0 on Laurent. Laurent also has a passivity. Not a lot of mat work being done by both. Again, charging double punch combination by Laurent. And Aliyev just simply dropped levels and charged in with a double leg to get 4 points and then go transition into the hold down. 6-0. If we get 10 seconds, that should be it for the 2 points. Very tough position for Laurent. Again, from my understanding, Laurent is newer to the combat sambo world, or to sambo world. I shouldn't say just combat sambo. And Aliev's experience and ability to move and change levels definitely became the factor that gave him a well-earned 2020 World Championship. So Sultan Aliyev from Russia is the combat sambo men's 90 kilogram world champion. Louis Laurent from France is the silver medalist. Nice again to see a real nice pile of medals earned in this World Championship by France. And the bronze medals for the 90 kilogram combat sambo men's division is Petro Davidenko and Ilaman Genshabayev, and they're from Ukraine and Kyrgyzstan. And this is the end of a trying year. I'd say a very successful Sambo World Championship. The fact that it was even held is amazing. The sponsors coming together, Rosneft general partner, Rosneft Oil, and other sponsors coming together with FIAS, Serbia National Sambo Federation, the city of Novi Sad in Serbia, all coming together to pull what looked like a year without a world championship into a year with a world championship, and give these athletes who work hard through all this trial and tribulation a chance to show their skills and get a reward. Saw some great action. Some of the things that stick out to me in this championship, especially in these finals throughout the last several days, is the transitions. The transitions between each of the levels, from striking and combat sambo to stand-up grappling, takedowns to the mat. So great job. And then the sports sambo, no striking, but those same transitions. Have a great year.
Competitors, please step up on the podium. They will be awarded by Mr. Dalil Stali, Vice President of the International Sambo Federation, and Mr. Vadim Mogac, International Sambo Federation Executive Committee Member. Bronze medal goes to Divova Gabriela from Bulgaria. Bronze medal also goes to Sydney from Philippines. Silver medal goes to Krichenko Vasilina Irina from Ukraine. And the gold medal goes to Artashina Olga from Russia. Now please stand up for the national anthem of Russia. now we're continuing the awarding ceremony in men's category to 100 plus kilograms. May the competitor please step up on the podium. Bronze medal goes to Natea Ilya Daniel from Romania. Bronze medal also goes to Gajic Vladimir from Serbia. Silver medal goes to Kalu Dmitry from Belarus. And the gold medal goes to Osipenko Artem from Russia. Now please stand up for the national anthem of Russia. Competitors, please step up on the podium. Bronze medal goes to Gansevaev Elaman from Kyrgyzstan. Bronze medal also goes to Davidenko Petrov from Ukraine. Silver medal goes to Leblanc Louis from France. And the gold medal goes to Aliyev Sultan from Russia. Now please stand up for the national anthem of Russia.
Now we begin the FIAS flag passing ceremony. We invite Mrs. Tatjana Trivic, President of Serbian Sambo Federation, Mr. Roberto Ferrari, FIAS Secretary General, and Mr. Sergei Eliseev, FIAS Vice President to the Met, to conduct the ceremony. Please stand up for the FIAS anthem. Representatives of Russia, Ukraine, and Belarus, please step up to the podium. They will be awarded by Mr. Sergei Eliseev, Vice President of the International Sambo Federation, and Mr. Roberto Ferrari, Secretary General of the International Sambo Federation. Third place goes to Belarus. Second place goes to Ukraine. And the first place goes to Russian Federation. Now please stand up for the national anthem of Russia. Uzbekistan. Second place goes to Belarus. And the first place goes to Russian Federation. Now please stand up for the national anthem of Russia. Representatives of Uzbekistan, Ukraine, and Russia, please step on the podium. Third place goes to Uzbekistan. Second place goes to Ukraine. And the first place goes to Russian Federation. Now please stand up for the national anthem of Russia.